How's it going, guys? TJ Beaver in your weekly TJ Talk. And unless you've been living under a rock for the past, 6 months, your life is very different right now, all thanks to COVID. So business is different, day to day is different, how we interact with people is different. And if you are looking at your business and how you're working, and you can honestly say that you're not really doing anything different than you did 6 months ago, I would question your ability to change with the times. So we don't know what's coming tomorrow. We didn't know what was coming yesterday. And we have to be willing to do things different in order to adapt. So I do outside sales, right? If I am not willing to change the way that I interact with people or that I connect with people on their terms, given what is going on in the world right now, I'm probably going to be losing a lot of business. Now, that might mean an increase in emails. That might mean an increase in phone calls. That, as we have seen, a big rise in video conferencing. Outside events, things where you can be socially distanced. A willingness to wear a mask when you are interacting. These are all things that you need to start questioning. How am I doing with these changes? Most of us, ourselves included, have seen a drop in business recently. And what we're doing is going back to the basics and saying what is working right now, what has not worked recently, and what do we think might work if we give it a shot. You've got to be willing to go at things differently when times change. Usually we don't see these changes so drastically in such a short amount of time. They occur slowly over a long period. But because of what's going on in the world, things have not given us that buffer, okay? So again, start asking yourself, what are we doing or we have done that isn't really working or effective anymore? What are we doing right now that is effective, and what are some new things that we can try that may or may not work? And have this honest conversation with you and your team about the things that you can begin to do. Business doesn't stop, and there's still money flowing out there, so you've got to change things up in order to be a part of that. And this does mean leasing is different. We've seen in multifamily, purchasing is different. Even the grocery store is kind of different. So don't think it doesn't impact you, and be willing to change with the times. So as always, we appreciate you liking, following, and subscribing. Please continue to give us the feedback. It really does mean a lot to us. And if there are any topics you'd like us to talk about, please let us know.